Alright, it's Jeffrey Howells Carpet Cleaning. I'm just going to go over some of the solutions that I'm going to be using today. It is a repeat job that we're going to be doing residential. I believe they have a cat if I remember right. I'm not totally positive. So what we're doing, and you can do this with a lot of different sort of cleaners, and there are cleaners that have them all built in one and all that. But what I like to do is I like to take my base cleaner, which is going to be the soap-free sodium carbonate solution, which is going to be somewhat similar to the Procyon product. It's a rinse-free agent, and that's why I like it, because it gets me kind of away from having to use a rinse on everything. And then I like to boost this with some peroxide. So what that does is that helps with brightening, it helps with sanitizing, it helps with all that sort of stuff that's in the carpeting. And then when you're dealing with a pet, I use the Vacaway hot knife. And what that does is that helps to attack some of the greasy nature of, pet paws and skin and hair and fur and all that sort of stuff. So it just helps with the little oils and grease, and whether there's some food in there. It's not really hardcore, so you may have to bump it up to more of a grease, sort of situation depending on the cleaning scenario. However, we are doing some residential, possibly a cat or two, so the hot knife works absolutely awesome for that. So basically what I do is I just use like a multi-sprayer, and I got 2 jugs made up. This will probably just get, the upstairs, like master bedroom, and a couple other bedrooms and a hallway and stuff, and I'll probably have to make up some more, but this will at least help me get a jump start on what we're going to be doing this morning. So if you have any questions or comments regarding cleaning solutions and how to use them, go ahead and kind of give me a call, and I'll give you my 2 cents worth. Not that it's that valuable, but the reason I use these particular products is because they were readily available to me when I began my carpet cleaning journey, and I've learned how to use them and how to mix them, and kind of found a combo that works the best. That fits both my cleaning style as well as yielding the results that I'm looking for when I'm cleaning customers' homes. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and take off to our first morning job. We find ourselves in the basement of this house. We've got basically 2 bedrooms down here, this big, huge, massive hallway, this kind of family room area, and this other bedroom back here is all we're going to be doing down here. And the owner has already gone through and thoroughly vacuumed everything the night before, so generally I insist on vacuuming every single time. However, I can tell that these carpets are very well vacuumed, and then there's just, we're dealing with spillage and feet and that sort of stuff on the carpet. So what we do is we take since our first phase, which is a pre-vacuum, has already been completed for us, we'll be taking a 3-phase cleaning approach today. So we went ahead, we already brought in some of our lines just because it is a really super long run, and I was kind of wanting to get things set up. We'll be taking a little bit different approach today, generally on smaller homes and jobs. We go ahead, we pre-vacuum, then moving on to phase 2, we take our pre-spray, the multi-sprayer, which is in the other bedroom over there, and then a lot of times we go ahead and we pre-spray everything in the house, and then we go back through them, we agitate very well using the CRB as phase 3, just to do the mechanical agitation. It also pulls out matted hair and lint and that sort of other such goodies that are hiding in the carpeting. We'll see how much is down here. And then we go ahead, we run our lines and hoses. As you can see, we already got our solution line running down here because I just wanted to make sure that we had sufficient run going down here. And I've already measured it out. It's kind of coiled down there, but it's already measured out to reach the back wall of the room, so we've got plenty of hose running through. And then we'll go ahead, fire up the truck, and then give it a good steam out. Got a few little tips to do to help maintain your heat on your truck, as well as increasing some of that airflow. And then I'm also looking at getting some newer equipment to even improve airflow even more. And as that transpires, I will be sure to share what those things are, just so that you can increase the performance of your equipment to its maximum potential and cleaning ability. Alright, so in the bedroom here, we're getting ready to pre-spray everything. As you can see, there are food dribbles and spills and things from the feet and that sort of stuff, but our cleaning solution has been made up properly for the soils and things that we have in this bedroom. It should attack it just fine without any problem. So without further ado, we are going to go ahead and commence with the pre-spray application process of phase 1. Moving on to phase 2, we're going to go ahead and fire up our CRB or magic eraser, whatever you want to call it. I haven't really given it a pet name, probably should. Anyways, we did pre-spray all the spots in here. It still looks pretty nasty, although you can see that a lot of the stuff is releasing oxygen. You can see the fizz and reaction, chemical reaction that the sodium or the peroxide is having with the contaminants in the carpeting. But when we go over with the CRB, it'll literally just scrub them all out and they won't even be noticeable anymore. However, we are still going to go through with a good pre-vacuum, because even though we're scrubbing all the spots and everything out and sticky residue and breaking them apart, that dirt and debris is still in the carpeting. Yeah, so we use a pretty unique hybrid approach to cleaning carpets, and that just helps get a very thorough cleaning job done. This here is the result of good thorough agitation using our CRB machine. As you can see, it really does a good job at, you saw all the spots that were under the desk there, the spills. There's pretty much spills galore, and very well treated now. So putting our inline filter at the door, we have our hose running in. This isn't necessarily our indoor hose, because a lot of times it is outside. Wasn't really anticipating this, or else I would have got it all really wet down well, but it's only going to sit right here, so it's not going to be moving through the house at all. And I anchored it here because I didn't even think about it, so I'm just kind of draping our hose. I'm going to get a cloth to put on that so heat doesn't affect the wood, which would be a bad thing. But of course, we dropped our hose over the edge, have it anchored there with the I don't know what they call those, stair hooks or whatnot. Then of course the hose is running into the back room. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go back to the van, grab a couple terry cloth towels and put it there just to absorb any of the heat or rubbing or anything, because sometimes even the heat will cause some discoloration to come off the hose, which is really annoying as well.